welcome back to my YouTube channel Unlock Your Learning. In this video we are going to solve ICSE Mathematics Class 8 chapter number 29 Graphical Representation of Data, exercise 29A, question number 2. Okay, this question says that the following table shows how a student spends his pocket money during the course of a month. Okay, you have got the table given to you and you can see the items, right? Food, entertainment, other expenditures and savings. So these are the things on which he spends his money, and then you can see the expenditure, that is how much he spends on them: 40%, 25%, 20% and 15%, right? Now you have to tell that if pocket money is rupees 1000, represent the above information on a table showing expenditure in rupees, then draw a bar graph showing the expenditure. So we have to draw a table which shows the expenditure that he has made in his rupees column. Fine. Okay, all right, now take a look here. How are we going to draw this table? First of all, you can see that all the quantities that he has given to us are in percentage: 40%, 25%, right? Okay, all of them are in percentage, right? And we need to bring them back to their original values in rupees, then only we'll be able to plot it on a bar graph. All right, so you can see 40, 25, 20 and 15%. If I write it down, okay, if I write it down like if I write it down as on the actual amount, right, the amount he spends on different things, right? So let's say amount he spends, right, on, let's write down the first thing that he has spent his amount on, that is food. So food will be how much? Because he has spent 40%, so 40 upon 100. Okay, get rid of this idea of writing it down like this, right? What you should do, you should write it first as 40% of rupees 1000. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, 40% of rupees 1000. This will be how much? This will be 40 upon 100 into 1000. Now you can remove the percentage sign and you can write down upon 100. When you remove the percentage sign, you will get upon 100. Okay, and off, if you remove the off word, you will start multiplying it, and then 1000. So how much does he spend? These two zeros cancel, these two zeros cancel, so rupees 40 into 10, that is 400. He spends rupees 400 on food, right? Similarly, we have other quantities as well. All right, okay, so we'll begin by taking these quantities here. Okay, so then you can see the next quantity that he spends his amount on is entertainment. See it from the table here on top, entertainment, right? So on entertainment, how much money he has spent, that I have to calculate. How much does he spend on entertainment? He has spent 25% and his total pocket money is 1000. So 25% of 1000, yes or no? And that means 25 upon 100 into 1000, yes or no? You'll get rid of this 0 and you'll get rid of this 0. 25 into 10, what's that? That is rupees 250. Okay, that is rupees 250. Similarly, you have to calculate for other things as well. What is the next one? You have other expenditures. Yes, so the third thing is all of his other expenditures. Okay, and how much does he spend on all the other expenditures? He spends 20% of rupees 1000 total money. Okay, first you write down the percentage he spends, then you put off, then you put the total money. That will give you the actual value in rupees. Now remove the percentage and off words, right? So remove the percentage, so you will have upon 100, 20 upon 100. If you remove off, you mean multiply, and then multiply it by the total money. So you cancel this 0, you get 20 into 10, that is rupees 200. And then the next one you can see on savings, how much does he spend on his savings. So savings will be 15%, as you can see it's given here, right? Okay, so that means 15% of rupees 1000. Keep on writing with me. That means 15 divided by 100 into 1000. Cancel these two zeros, cancel these two zeros, so you will be having rupees 150,150. Clear? So total all of the money that you have calculated is on food he spends 400, on entertainment he spends 250, on other expenditures he spends 200, on savings he spends rupees 150. Let's make the table for the same. Quite easy now, right? For making the table, right? Okay, I'll write it in the same fashion that they have made it. One here, right? And then two here, and then food. Okay, we'll have entertainment, we'll have other expenditures, we'll have savings. Fine. Okay, let's join these lines, right? Let's see what do I obtain. Something like this. Fine, you can make the table along with me. It's quite simple, right? And similarly you join these. Make sure you make the table. Why? Because the question says you have to make a table, right, showing the expenditure. So don't leave it here only on the rupees, you have to put them down in a table. Fine. All right, what I'll be having now, we'll be having our item list. Here will be the expenditure in rupees. Okay, so first item was food, as I said, and he spends, okay, here I write down in rupees. Okay, rupees sign. So on food he spends how much? He spends 400. Fine. Then you have entertainment. On entertainment he spends 250 rupees. Okay, then on other expenditures, right, on all of his other expenditures, right, whatever it is, you can write it down. He spends 200 rupees. Clear? Okay, you can see it. And then you have savings. So he saves rupees 150, yes or no? Yes. So 150. Okay, quite simple. Now we have to plot this also on a graph. Okay, then draw a bar graph showing the expenditure. So let's draw the bar graph same way. As you can see, I had it here. So what I have done is that I have made the x-axis as well as the y-axis, right? Okay, as you can see it here. Fine. So you can see that this is my table here. Fine. This is the table that you have here, and this is your graph right here. Okay, you have to plot them. Fine. X and y axis, right? So if I have 0 here, right, I'll have 0 here. Let's choose a convenient scale. Yes or no? Should I not? So what will be my scale? Let us see the scale. Fine, this scale will be, 1 centimeter equals to rupees 100 on y-axis. Fine. So before we do anything, you have to write down the scale, and it's pretty important you get your marks also for this, right? And if you miss out, you lose the marks, right? So we'll have rupees 100 on y-axis, represented by 1 centimeter, 1 block. Fine. So if I begin from here, now see carefully. Fine. We'll have 100 here. Okay, this was 0, this was 100. Then you'll be having 200. Then you'll have 300, and then 400, and then 500, and then 600, and then 700, and then 800, and then 900, and then 1000. I don't think so we need more than this. Fine, it's enough. Then here we'll be representing on the x-axis, we'll be representing the item that he has made. Fine, and you can take a look here as well, right? Okay, so first of all, let's write down what's on the y-axis. On the y-axis you have our expenditure. On the y-axis you have the expenditure. Fine, okay, right. And then on the x-axis we will be having the item name. Fine, okay, whatever item it is that we are representing. Okay, so you'll be having what? First item, that is food. You can see the expenditure is rupees 400. Fine, now look here, you'll have, again as I said, you will leave a bar for first thing. Fine, and then you will draw. Okay, now you can take the help of this ruler. Okay, and you'll have food as 400 rupees. Okay, he spends 400 on food, so you take it here and you join them, right? You make a bar of 400 rupees, right? Okay, 400. Fine, this expenditure, it is here in rupees. Okay, so 400 rupees he spends on food. This is food. Clear? Okay, then entertainment, you can see 250 rupees on entertainment. All right, let's begin that also, right? Okay, here 250, so you can see 250 means 200 and 300, so it will be between 200 and 300, yes or no here. So I'll be marking a line in between 200 and 300, and that will be representing my 250. Clear? 250 here. Between 200 and 300, the middle line, this will be 250. Clear? It's quite visible. Okay, and this is what? This is entertainment. Entertainment. Fine. Then here, what will be here? Other expenditures, right? He spends 200 on other expenditures as well. Fine, so 200 on the other expenditures. Write that down, right? 200 means still here. Okay, 200. This is other expenditures. Okay, you can write down the whole thing, right? Haven't got space here. Then you can see we have next one, that is savings, and savings is rupees 150. So again, rupees 150 will be somewhere between 200 and 100. That means the middle line, yes or no, this one. Clear? So you have to mark it. Okay, you'll take the ruler again and you'll join it, right? So 100 will be made in 1 centimeter, and then half centimeter more means 150. Same thing here, and then you just join this 150, 150, and this is savings. Clear? All the graphs have been made. Okay, all the bars I have drawn, as you can take a look. Okay, and this was your table that you had. Fine. Clear? And friends, this is all for today. If you are new to my YouTube channel, do not forget to subscribe and leave a like in this one. Till then, take good care of yourselves and bye bye.